The red maple leaf makes the Canadian flag unmistakable. It gets displayed prominently on occasions like Canada Day or year-round at government properties, but recently flags have been popping up just about everywhere in residential neighborhoods across the country. Angus Cameron served in the Canadian Navy for 26 years and says he normally has his flag up in the backyard, but this year he moved it to the front deck. The reason?
The fella down south talking about trying to take over. It's just a symbol that I wanted to show that you're not going to take over. We're not going to become another state.
The flag itself is celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. Back in the 1960s, Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson was looking to create a peacekeeping force in Egypt, but there was a Union Jack on their uniform's red ensign, and the Egyptians were fighting against the British.
Pearson really wanted to bring in something that was uniquely Canadian, that didn't have anything related to France or Britain or anywhere else that could identify Canadians around the world.
A special flag committee was created, and thousands of entries were submitted by Canadians.
They featured everything from the Beatles to the Beavers to just a wide variety. And they would debate which flag they were going to choose. And so it came down to two flags. It came down to the Pearson pennant and it came down to the Canadian flag, which was designed by George Stanley.
The Pearson pennant had blue bars representing sea to sea and 3 maple leaves coming off one branch. Stanley's design won by unanimous vote, and it stood the test of time.
It doesn't have any British to it. It's totally Canadian. It's simple. It's good colors.
Mdo Philip Mata immigrated to Halifax from Egypt with his family and now proudly displays 2 Canadian flags on his minivan.
I like Canadian flag because Canada is protect my family.
Mary McNeil worked abroad as a music teacher at hospices in Asia and says the maple leaf served as a reminder of Canadian weather.
You miss being here in Canada the 4 different seasons, and I think that the maple leaf is very special to us here, that it comes to us once a year, rain or shine, and it just means that we're ever growing, ever changing.
These sewing machines have been piecing together flags here at the back of Dartmouth's The Flag Shop since November of 1993.
So this is for the hurricanes?
This is for the hurricanes.
That's when Debbie Hartland quit her job in nursing to enter the world of flag making.
I said, I have management skills. I sew. Let's do it.
She says there's 2 components that will help flags withstand windy weather.
You can feel the weight of the fabric.
First is the fabric.
You can get some economy fabrics and you might get a season out of them.
High tenacity nylon will last several years depending how much you wash it. And you should still take it in during bad weather to extend the life of the flag. It's not invincible.
Now you might be able to, you're stronger than I am. Eventually you can.
The Hulk.
The second component is the finishing.
We use a very strong thread and we add 4 rows of stitching on our fly ends, and so that all contributes to helping the fabric last.
Her motto here is that she makes a flag for everyone, from small stick flags for events to massive ones to fly over public spaces.
What you're seeing Carol working on here right now is a 15 by 30 foot flag.
As for a guarantee when it comes to Nova Scotia weather,
the only guarantee is that if we're having a hurricane, you should take it down.
When the Weather Network tells you that you're going to have some pretty heavy winds, I think that's the time to go outside, providing it's not lightning, and remove your flag.
Christopher McCreary is an expert in flag etiquette.
So this is one of the first 500 national flags of Canada, made in January 1965.
Raised for the first time on Parliament Hill on February 15th that year, it's now an artifact at Government House in Nova Scotia, and it's gotten a bit orange.
Which is an issue they had with the dye, the first batches of Canadian flags they made.
A resurgence in national pride has many Canadians going out and buying new flags. McCreary says there are no flag police in Canada, but there are guidelines to follow.
You should always treat the national flag or any flag with respect, especially the national flag, which sort of symbolizes all Canadians in our whole country. So you shouldn't use it as a tablecloth, you shouldn't use it as a curtain in your window. The proper way to fly it is to have a pole.
He says the flag isn't meant to be a decoration, but a symbol of national unity and the country.
Now, when I was in university, I hung one in my window in schools. That, you know, you sort of get a free pass when you're young and just learning about these things.
Weather is a factor when trying to maintain your flag.
The wind will grab this and it'll gradually pull it all apart.
He says that before it begins to shred the flag, you could opt to get it it repaired at a flag shop.
Flagpoles are designed to fly one flag and deal with the wind shear of one, standard size flag, not multiple flags. So if you put multiple flags on a pole, it can, in bad weather, topple the flagpole.
Within the Canadian Forces, the rule is that the flag is flown from sunrise to sunset and is only flown at night if it's lit. When your flag gets too worn and tattered, you're actually supposed to cut it into strips so you can't tell it's a flag anymore before throwing it out if it's nylon.
A cotton flag or made of linen, you can respectfully burn the flag and destroy it that way.
He says that way you won't ever see an old flag in the garbage or tattered and worn on the side of the road.